from Freedom Hall, home of the 1986 NCAA basketball champions, WDRB TV 41, your Cardinal connection in Louisville, and the University of Louisville present a Cardinal celebration, a welcome home party for Coach Denny Crum and the University of Louisville Cardinals. A Cardinal celebration is being brought to you by the Pepsi-Cola General Bottlers. Pepsi-Cola, the official drink of the Louisville Cardinals. Citizens Fidelity Bank, for all the seasons of your life. Sam Pottinger Ford at Oxmoor Center. And Winn-Dixie, the beef people, bringing you quarter-inch trim on all cut fresh meats. And now, live from Freedom Hall, here are Don Russell and Van Vance.
Welcome to the Cardinal celebration for the national champions for 1986. I'm Don Russell along with Van Vance. We're glad to have you here. And Van, we had an exciting night and have an exciting program tonight.
That we have, Don. They said this crowd might need a warm-up. I think this town is red hot. We don't need a warm-up. We're bringing you a championship. It's good to see all of you here and come home and celebrate with you, because I hear you were celebrating last night. In fact, as soon as it's over, I'm going to go out and dance on a car myself.
Well, it's called a Cardinal celebration. We're glad you're with us tonight. And for our listeners and viewers, we're going to be gone for a couple of minutes. We'll be glad to have you back for some excitement here in Freedom Hall. For those of you here, we invite you to watch our video screens. We have some special treats there tonight. Thanks for being with us very much tonight.
Your own way, it's a new day. Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie's changing to meet the way you live today by giving you the variety and the low prices you want. We still have the Winn-Dixie quality you depend on, but now you'll find even more selection. So come on in. We're changing right with you.
Winn-Dixie's changing right with you.
Winn-Dixie, America's supermarket.
At some places, you never know if chicken is fresh or frozen, or just how long it's been sitting around. At Kentucky Fried Chicken, our extra crispy and original recipe chicken starts fresh, and it's cooked fresh all day long. So for great tasting chicken that's fresh and freshly made, you know who to come to, the chicken experts. Other places may sell you chicken, no matter what shape it's in.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Does somebody have any change?
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
With contractor sales and rentals, you can get the job done with contractor sales and rentals.
I'll say this much, you're getting warm. My name is Jack Tennant, and guess what I get to do? I get to introduce the 1986 NCAA champions.
The 1986 NCAA champion Cardinal.
Boys, start your engine.
Being cool, you'll find, is a state of mind. A refreshing attitude. Things get hot. Cool is all you got. Doing it country cool. So chill on out when the heat comes on. With the cool, smooth
At Sam Pottinger Ford, we don't want to push you. But if you get a chance, stop by and check out Kentucky's largest inventory of Ford trucks, with over 100 to choose from.
Hey, Pottinger, we need the bucks for the trucks. You ain't thinking of stiffing us, are you?
Folks, hurry on out to Sam Pottinger Ford. The heat's really on. We're practically giving trucks away. Prices start at just $59.93 or $135 a month. Hurry on out for a life-saving deal. But don't ask for me. I'm stepping out.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to lose 10 pounds, so I'm starting at Winn-Dixie. From now on, I'm going for low fat, low sugar, and low prices. But I gotta have some kind of dessert. I think I'm gonna make it.
Winn-Dixie's changing right with you.
Winn-Dixie, America's supermarket.
At some places, getting tender chicken isn't always easy. And what you may wind up with is one tough bird. At Kentucky Fried Chicken, we start with plump, tender chicken. Then we cook it the Colonel's special way, so it's tender and delicious, bite after bite after bite. So for great tasting chicken you can sink your teeth into, come to the chicken experts. Because when it comes to tender chicken, ours is a real knockout.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
In Reunion Arena. Boy, we blew Duke out of the building. They were incredible. Yeah. Those of us who were in Dallas for the past 4 or 5, how many days has it been, felt a very special chemistry that seemed to come from where we were. We knew that you who weren't with us were with us. And that chemistry is spread all across America. And coming home to Kentucky to share this celebration with you are 2 of our favorite sons. Senior Senator from the state of Kentucky, the Honorable Wendell Ford. Say hello. Native son, very proud of his alma mater, Congressman Ron Mazzoli. Say hello. I want to tell you there aren't many people in America who have logged as many air miles in the last week as your next speaker. Not only are we winding down to the final critical days of the legislature, not only does she have the Commonwealth of Kentucky to run, but she wanted to bring special, hang on a second, she wanted to bring special greetings, hang on a second, she wanted to bring special greetings to the Cardinals. Our governor came all the way to Dallas to let the Cardinals know that the Commonwealth of Kentucky was behind them. I want you to know that the governor came down Saturday and spoke to the pep rally and told them she's proud of the team from Kentucky who is representing all of us in the Final Four. She came back home to take care of some business and came down Monday to lead them on to victory. Ladies and gentlemen, the governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the Honorable Martha Lane Collins.
Thank you very much. What about those cards? They're great. because I wanted to say just how proud I am of the Cards. And on behalf of the people of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, I wanted to say how proud I am of the way they represented Kentucky. I've been saying as I traveled the state that I wanted Kentucky to be number one. I didn't want us to take a back seat to anybody. Louisville is number one. After last night, I think it's fair to say that not a better freshman center in the United States than Purvis Ellison. There's not a better basketball team than the University of Louisville. And on behalf of every basketball fan in Kentucky, I want to congratulate Coach Crum and all of his players for bringing another national championship back to Louisville and to the Commonwealth. No team has been able to do what Louisville has done since 1980. In Dallas, you could feel the excitement and the enthusiasm. And this team fulfilled every expectation. Now, they're tired. They've worked hard. They came to Frankfurt today, and we were able to pay honor in the House and the Senate and let several hundred other people who couldn't be here tonight say thank you to the University of Louisville Cards for the job they did. As a special word for the seniors and for what they've accomplished, not just last night, but for 4 years. Jeff Hall and his playmaking and outside shooting. And during the second half, Dawkins certainly did want you to go away and stay away. And Billy Thompson and his all-round abilities. Scoring. And what about Milt Wagner in the clutch? Last night Milt said he didn't have a very good game, but I disagree with that because he was just waiting for the last 2 seconds. There's not a cooler player than Milt Wagner. Now we're going to miss watching all these seniors play, but I'd say we have plenty to look forward to because after watching Ellison and Kimbrough and Crook and McSwain and Walsh team up, and all the rest of this team, I'd say it might be a good idea to start thinking about reservations for the next year's Final Four in New Orleans.
Now then, I want you to give a big round of applause to the University of Louisville's #1 fan, President of the University of Louisville, Dr. Donald Swain. It's been a wonderful week for the Cardinals and for the University of Louisville. All of us are tremendously proud of our Cardinals. And like you, I'm here to say thanks to them. So let me say thanks for being such great players. Thanks for representing UofL and indeed all of Kentucky so well. Thanks for all the thrills you've given us this year. Thanks for your commitment to excellence. And thanks for the priceless moments you've given us. As Governor Collins
told you earlier this afternoon we had a wonderful 3 sessions in Frankfurt with the Senate, the House, and the Governor all honoring in separate ceremonies the Cardinals, the 1986 champions of the NCAA. We appreciate that very, very much. We're grateful that Congressman Mazzoli, Senator Wendell Ford are here. I want also to note that another Cardinal fan who can't be here tonight, Senator Mitch McConnell, called me just a few minutes ago to send his regards. And I know that Senator McConnell, Senator Ford, and Congressman Mazzoli will be working hard together to arrange a meeting with President Reagan for a proper party in Washington for the Cardinals.
Well, these guys are well-traveled, aren't they? The next speaker is a fellow who's had a love affair going with the University of Louisville forever, as a student and an athlete, as a coach, and now the man whose hand is guiding the fortunes of the athletic program for the university, and the guy who brought us all together tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, athletic director for U of L, here's Bill Olson.
Thank you, Wayne. This is called a Cardinal celebration, but before we came out tonight, we discussed what it really should be called. And from behalf of Denny Crum, our coaching staff, our team, our athletic department, we want you to know that this celebration is really a fan appreciation night. All of us want you to know how much we really appreciate the great Cardinal class of you, the fan support that we've had starting in Ogden 19 days ago when we started this destination toward Dallas and the national championship. There were only 250 tickets available in Ogden. We had almost 1,000 fans in Ogden. Thank you for that. We went on to Houston and we had 750 tickets available. We had almost 2,000 fans in Houston. Thank you for that. And then we went to Dallas. Most of you, or a lot of you that are here, have driven back or came back on the charters. You'd be proud of the Cardinal fans in Dallas. We had 1,700 tickets. There were almost 5,000 fans representing Louisville in Dallas, Texas. Wayne Perky referred to the chemistry. It does take a special ingredient to win a national championship or win a championship at any level, whether it's Little League, high school, professional sports, or college sports. That chemistry is good coaching. I think in Denny Crum and Wade Houston, Bobby Dotson, and Jerry Jones, we've got the finest coaching staff in America. Takes good players. This team, I think, what they've accomplished, it speaks for itself. They've been able to win against all kinds of competition this year, the greatest schedule that the University of Louisville's ever faced. This team has taken that challenge on and then come home with the national championship. So we know we've had a good team. And then it takes the fans. You know, the University of Louisville has won 4 national championships now. We've won the NAIB National Championship in 1948, and then the NIT in 1956, and then our first NCAA championship in 1980, and then the second one here in 1986. We're the only team in America that has accomplished that at all levels. Thank you very much for helping us make it happen.
Thanks, Bill. Good job. And now the best color man in America. Ladies and gentlemen, with a white hat, here's Jock Sutherland.
I'll tell all of you out there, hell, it don't get no better than this.
I feel like Billy Graham, and I might ask you to come forward at any minute, I'll tell you. I get the job of introducing, as Bill Olson said, the best coaching staff in the whole world. And the first guy I'm going to introduce is the guy who brought us the guy from Westwood, Kentucky that said, "Good night, Johnny Dawkins," Coach Bobby Dotson.
We've known all year long who had the best fans in the country, and that's you people right here. You know, they have these polls that come out every week that says Duke's #1 or North Carolina's #1. They never had the Cardinals #1 all year. But when it came down to the time that it really counted, these guys stepped forward and proved for you, the greatest fans in the United States, who was #1. That's the Cardinals. Thank you.
The next coach is truly a great recruiter, the guy who slipped into Savannah, Georgia, and brought us a little old skinny kid, Wade Houston.
I'd like to also thank all the fans that are here today and the fans that follow us all year long. And I'd also like to thank the players that performed so well all year long. And they always told me that to be the best, you have to beat the best. And this team beat the best all year long. It's really amazing just to win one national championship. I've got one ring on this hand. I'm waiting for my other ring on this hand. Thanks, everybody.
And last, but certainly not least, the guy we all call JJ, Denny Crum's right-hand man, and what else needs to be said about that, Coach Jerry Jones.
Thank you. I know I don't have to say anything about those guys back there. They know how I feel about them, and all of you. And you people that went to Ogden and Houston and Dallas, you know, you were great, and we saw all of you. But I'll tell you what, for all of you people that weren't there, we played our guts out for you. Those guys did out there for the people back home. I'd like to express, I know your feelings as well as mine. We know all those guys that get in there all the time and play to 33 to 35 minutes. But to have a good basketball team, it's like a chain. You're only as good as your weakest link. And the guys that didn't play a lot, and for a lot of people that don't know, we have 4 seniors. Robbie Valentine. All about. That's what makes Louisville the greatest place in the world to coach basketball, and I know for a player. God bless y'all.
Sharing times when the wind blows free, when the sun is bright and the day is cold, sharing all the tears and laughter, the times when you are bold. In all our lives there are seasons, every season we are there. Citizens' fidelity for all the seasons of your life.
No other taste attracts so much attention. Diet Pepsi, you gotta be the most refreshingest invention. See that smile, see that look. Diet Pepsi is all it took. Diet Pepsi, have I mentioned? You gotta be the most refreshingest invention. No other taste attracts so much attention.
For America, there's something brand new down at Hardee's.
Announcing the new quarter-pound cheeseburger at Hardee's. It's thick and juicy, like Hardee's Big Deluxe and Bacon Cheeseburger. Try the thick, juicy quarter-pound cheeseburger, brand new at Hardee's.
Hardee's, where good people
I'm sick of paying for every doctor's office visit and checkup.
I'm tired of having health care coverage that doesn't cover anything.
I want to see my doctor in his office, not in some clinic.
And I don't want a lot of insurance forms to fill out either.
At Physicians Health Plan of Kentucky, we hear you. That's why the Physicians Plan lets you choose the doctor you want to see and covers virtually every medical service with no deductibles, and why we have no claims forms to fill out. Physicians Health Plan of Kentucky is everything you've asked for in a health plan.
Okay, there's still some more to come. I want you to meet a couple of very special people in our program. I'm going to ask them to stand. First of all, the guy is kind of new with the basketball program. He is the strength and conditioning coordinator, Doug Semenek. Doug? There he is right here. Now, he tries to make them strong, and if anything happens to them that they can't make it, this guy tries to get them back on the road. And a great, great trainer, Jerry May. Jerry?
And it's my pleasure to introduce more folks who are involved in a championship basketball team this year. Graduate assistant coach, Jeff Van Pelt. And volunteer assistant coach, Jack Ford. And a young man who did a heck of a job of helping getting the Cardinals there all the way to the championship this year, our manager, Jeff Witt.
Okay, some of the players will not get an opportunity to speak because they've got some time coming in the years ahead. We want you to meet the beginning of next year's championship team. First of all, a redshirt freshman from Louisville, Seneca, Keith Williams.
And freshman forward, David Robinson.
Another freshman forward, Avery Marshall.
And a freshman guard, Jock and I call him KW, Kevin Walls.
We got this one from Mississippi, Kenny Payne.
And a freshman guard forward who played like a senior last night, Tony Kimbrough.
I know this young fellow is one of Jerry Jones's favorites because he said he works hard, practices hard, and plays hard. Will Ologis.
By the way, Will, we did wish your mom happy birthday last night. All right, sophomore guard, Mike Abram.
A fellow that's been around a couple of years, a tremendous all-around athlete, Chris West.
And another guy that came back from hardship this year and had quite a game in the championship, junior forward Mark McSwain.
And here's a guy that doesn't play for anybody. Well, yes, he does. He plays for WHAS, Terry Miners.
Hi, everybody. I want you to say a special hello to Dr. Burt Monroe, a guy who works very hard to promote the University of Louisville athletics. Dr. Monroe. There were so many Cardinal fans down in Dallas, there were not enough hotel rooms to go around, and we had to pile in, some of us 14 and 15 in a room, and if you came late, you were really stuck. The next guy that comes up here was really in a bind because he didn't get down until Saturday morning and ended up having to spend the night sleeping on the diving board out by the pool. Your mayor, Jerry Abramson.
What a great time to be mayor of Louisville. I mean, let me say 3 quick things. First, being down there Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, there are 2 organizations that you need to say thank you because they really made it special. The Cheerleaders and the Pep Band. All right. You guys are great. Second, today we decided that we would put up 20 signs around the city designating this community as the home of the national championship basketball team. The first one went up today at 2nd and Main. The reason was because there's a coach up the road about, I guess 100 miles, over in some other state north of us, that was wearing a button that said Duke. Now when those Hoosiers come over the river, the first thing they're going to see is this. Finally, last but not least, you know, there's been a lot of people, coaches, broadcasters, they're all trying to tell us who the #1 basketball coach in the United States is. Now, you know who sent a team to the Final Four in the 1980s 4 times. You know who won the NCAA in the 1980s 2 times. He may not be the coach of the year, but he's the coach of the decade.
It's going to be a tough act to follow here, but Mayor Abramson's predecessor is County Judge Harvey Sloan, a long-time promoter, backer of the University of Louisville. Please welcome him now.
We've got to be the proudest community in the United States tonight for one good reason, the Louisville Cardinals. They were underdogs, but they had the spirit, the competitiveness, and the class to come out as the champions, and that's what they are. Muhammad Ali talked about the greatest. I'll tell you who's the greatest. Denny Crum is the greatest, and never forget it. And as people come into this community on highways, as they come into the airport, as they come into the bus terminals, they're going to see the signs of the Cardinals, the champions in 1986.
We, of course, are going to hear words from Coach Crum in a few moments. A very popular T-shirt last summer that a few people wore in Dallas this past week showed a picture of Coach Denny Crum on one card and Coach Howard Schnellenberger on the other, and the words say the best two cards in the deck. We're going to bring those two cards up here now. Coach Howard Schnellenberger has a special presentation for Coach Crum.
Thank you very much. Really my pleasure, and I'm very fortunate to be here tonight and to have been selected to represent all the other coaches, both head coaches and assistant coaches at the University of Louisville, to come down here tonight, not only to congratulate Denny Crum and this great basketball team, but more importantly, to thank him for the terrific inspiration, the terrific leadership, and the terrific job that he's done, one which all of us are going to try our very best to emulate and to be like. As I come out on this stage here tonight, I know now why I came home to be in Louisville, Kentucky. We looked around to try to find something that would demonstrate how we feel about Coach Crum, his staff, and this fine football team. We couldn't really find anything other than something very, very simple that I think says it all. The best coach, the best team, the best university, and the best community, the #1 team of all.
Sharing times when the wind blows free, when the sun is bright and the day is cold. Sharing all the tears and laughter, the times when you are bold. In all our lives there are seasons, every season we are there. Citizens' fidelity for all the seasons of your life.
100 years ago, Kosare Shrine Temple was chartered and in 1923 founded Kosare Charities. As today's leader in children's health care, Kosare Charities financially helps agencies involved in child abuse, hemophilia, poison control, teen suicide prevention, multiple sclerosis, and care facilities like Home of the Innocents, Ronald McDonald House, and other agencies. You've seen the work, now you know the name. Kosare Charities, first in giving children a second chance.
Some leasing companies just love to tell you how low their monthly leasing rates are. What they don't tell you is exactly what you really get for those low rates. At General Leasing, we can put you in an 86 Pontiac 6000 at $218 a month, an 86 Fiero at $208 a month, or an 86 Honda Accord LXI at $224 a month. Real cars, real prices. General Leasing, professional transportation management.
You changed the way you look. Can you see that? Up close, it's exciting. And I'll tell you something, darling. You look marvelous.
No other taste attracts so much attention.
Absolutely marvelous.
Diet Pepsi, the most refreshingest invention.
And not only do you look marvelous, my little 12-ounce darling, but you taste marvelous.
No other taste attracts so much attention.
You come here often? I'm kidding you. I'm a kid.
4 years ago, and it's become quite a tradition surrounding University of Louisville athletic program. Well, this season, Mickey kept having to rewrite it because the Cardinals kept winning more championships. We got to hear the final version of the 1986 Cardinal Cannonball on a plane back from Dallas last night. And now here he is to sing it for you. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Mickey Clark.
Thank you. Just want to thank all the local radio stations and TV stations that have been so supportive on this song. They helped make this happen. This community has such a great spirit, and everybody's a part of it.
Drexel and Bradley and Ogden and hit Houston with a roar. We tamed the Tar Heels and Auburn's Tigers to make the Dallas Final Four. We stopped LSU and made the Final Two and then turned Duke away and did our two-step across Texas to win the NCAA. We came out on top in the Metro race when Milt shot Memphis down. And 1 week from then, we beat them again in the fight for the Metro crown. With the cheerleaders and the pep band, we rocked out Freedom Hall and rolled all the way to Dallas on the Cardinal Cannonball. Oh, they'll set your spine a tingle as they fly above the floor. Purvis blocking shots, running up the score. With the Iceman Milt's hot shooting and cool under fire jet ball. We won it all down in Dallas on the Cardinal Cannonball. The card started slow till Billy rolled and Milt shot came around. And though Purvis is just a freshman, he showed us what a gem we found. Then Tony and Kenny started coming on, and Kevin helped us beat DePaul. Herb's superb, and Mark's a spark on the Cardinal Cannonball. Oh, they'll set your spine a tingle as they fly above the floor. There's Billy T, Herb, and Purvis blocking shots, running up the score. With the Iceman Milt's hot shooting and cool under fire jet ball. We won it all down in Dallas on the Cardinal Cannonball. Well, here's to Robbie, Mike, and Avery, Chris, Will, Keith, and David, too. Coaches Jerry Wade and Bobby, Jerry May, Dr. Ellis, and all of Denny's crew. And here's to the fans who wear the red, they're the greatest fans of all. They help keep the wheels a-moving on the Cardinal Cannonball. And here's to our great coach Denny Crum, may his name stand forevermore. It's the fourth time now in 7 years the Cards made the Final Four. Now when it's tourney time, they always shine, we knew they'd heed the call and win it all down in Dallas on the Cardinal Cannonball. Oh, they'll set your spine a tingle as they fly above the floor. There's Billy T, Herb, and Purvis blocking shots, running up the score. With the Iceman Milt's hot shooting and cool under fire jet ball. We won it all down in Dallas on the Cardinal Cannonball. We reached our destination, Dallas on the Cardinal Cannonball.
That's a great job, Mickey Clark. All right. I got to tell you about a phone call I got from my mother this morning in Lexington. She said she was afraid the world was coming to an end because when she went out this morning, the sky was no longer blue. The sky was red. It's a great privilege for me to get the opportunity to introduce a couple of our super players to you. That's a real privilege for me. The first guy, when practice started this year, nobody ever expected him to be out there when they introduced the starting lineup. We called him the other forward. Van and I call him the rubber man. He's the guy that carried us for Houston, Texas at the West Regional, Herbert Rubberman Cook. Yesterday, before the game, I talked with Mrs. Ellison. I said, what's the greatest thing that Purvis can do? And she said, play the trombone. I said, he must be one hell of a trombone player. The MVP of the Final Four, Purvis, never nervous, Ellison. I'd just like to say thanks for all y'all support. I'd just like to say I hope to see y'all in New Orleans next year. And y'all got heard for 2 more years.
I'm sure I speak for the whole entire team when I say, instead of the trophy reading the University of Louisville National Champions, it should read the City of Louisville National Champions. Thanks for all your support.
Hamburger places think it's a snap to make chicken nuggets. But when it comes to doing chicken right, they're just going around in circles. At Kentucky Fried Chicken, making great tasting chicken is all we do. Our nuggets are made with our secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, and they taste great. So for nuggets done right, come to the chicken experts. Anyone else is just along for the ride.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Honey!
Honey!
1, 2,
those whose lives are stimulating enough, we offer the caffeine-free choice of a new generation, Pepsi-Free. Made with absolutely no caffeine, just great Pepsi taste. Caffeine-free, Pepsi-Free, because life is stimulating enough in regular and diet.
At Sam Pottinger Ford, we don't want to push you. But if you get a chance, stop by and check out Kentucky's largest inventory of Ford trucks, with over 100 to choose from.
Hey, Pottinger, we need the bucks for the trucks. You ain't thinking of stiffing us, are you?
Folks, hurry on out to Sam Pottinger Ford. The heat's really on. We're practically giving trucks away. Prices start at just $59.93 or $135 a month. Hurry on out for a life-saving deal. But don't ask for me. I'm stepping out.
I just got a new job, so I don't have a lot of time to shop. That's why I'm going to Winn-Dixie.
Changing.
It's great. I can get everything I need there. Things for around the house and the car.
Changing.
I can drop off my film and pick up those flowers I forgot.
Changing.
And I need something else at Winn-Dixie. Oh, yeah, food.
Winn-Dixie's changing right with you.
Winn-Dixie, America's supermarket.
Basketball this season, and during the half times, the Lady Birds have done a tremendous job performing here in Freedom Hall, too. Let's give them a hand. The University of Louisville is known nationwide for 2 champions this season. We have national champs in both basketball and the cheerleaders won, too. And we'll let them know we love them.
National award-winning cheerleaders, and their leader, of course, Cheryl Travis. Okay, now you've been wanting to introduce this guy, so I'm going to let you help me. He's a senior. He played at North Hardin. He's a little bit shy. He's not real outgoing, so we're going to have to beg him to come out here. He's dressed a little different because I think he's going to be in Miami Vice or something. Are you going to help me introduce this guy? Robbie Valentine.
Well, first of all, they missed somebody when they was introducing the cheerleaders and the band. I like to mention to y'all that some girls that traveled with us throughout the season that did a great job also, our Lady Birds. But I'd like to thank each and every one of you for the support y'all given us throughout the year and throughout the 4 years that I've been here at the University of Louisville. It's been really great. I've been a lot of places. I've met some great people, and I played with three great seniors that really helped us reach our goals throughout the season. And to the younger guys,
you know, next year I think they're going to be back if they do the things they're supposed to do on and off the floor. I'm really thinking about coming back and being a graduate assistant, and I think I'll help. I think I help Coach Crum and the coaching staff out a lot because I know a lot of things about the younger guys that they don't know right yet. And believe me, if I'm coaching, we will be back. Thank you. We love you.
Well, one of the things about television exposure and the team traveling all over the country and around the world, in fact, a lot of people now know about the University of Louisville, and I think that's good. We have a young fellow that is finishing up his career at the University of Louisville. He's done his part, I guarantee you, for 4 years. He's not only helped us be known nationwide, but hell, they even know us at Ashland, Kentucky. Here's Jeff Hall.
First of all, I'd like to say thanks a lot for the support that you've given myself throughout the 4 years that I've been here. It's really encouraging going out night after night knowing that we have guys like you behind us all the way. Come on. Number two, I'd like to thank the coaching staff for being patient throughout my 4 years at the University of Louisville and bringing me along slowly. And I was just glad that I could help contribute and bring the national championship back to Louisville where it belongs. And in closing, hey, we really appreciate the 4 years. I've had a great time. We love you. Thanks.
At Sam Pottinger Ford, we don't want to push you. But if you get a chance, stop by and check out Kentucky's largest inventory of Ford trucks, with over 100 to choose from.
Hey, Pottinger, we need the bucks for the trucks. You ain't thinking of stiffing us, are you?
Folks, hurry on out to Sam Pottinger Ford. The heat's really on. We're practically giving trucks away. Prices start at just $59.93 or $135 a month. Hurry on out for a life-saving deal. But don't ask for me. I'm stepping out.
100 years ago, Cosair Shrine Temple was chartered and in 1923 founded Cosair Charities. As today's leader in children's health care, Cosair Charities financially helps agencies involved in child abuse, hemophilia, poison control, teen suicide prevention, multiple sclerosis, and care facilities like Home of the Innocents, Ronald McDonald House, and other agencies. You've seen the work, now you know the name. Cosair Charities, first in giving children a second chance.
It is said that time waits for no man. However, man waits all the time. He waits, he delays, he puts things off, like his IRA. Money deposited now in a great financial federal IRA earns tax-deferred interest starting now, and that results in a tax reduction on your 1985 return. Open or add to your great financial federal individual retirement account today, and we'll make you look good tomorrow.
I'm sick of paying for every doctor's office visit and checkup.
I'm tired of having health care coverage that doesn't cover anything.
I want to see my doctor in his office, not in some clinic.
And I don't want a lot of insurance forms to fill out either.
At Physicians Health Plan of Kentucky, we hear you. That's why the Physicians Plan lets you choose the doctor you want to see and covers virtually every medical service with no deductibles, and why we have no claims forms to fill out. Physicians Health Plan of Kentucky is everything you've asked for in a health plan.
There's no place else in the world you'd want to be in the spring but in Kentucky. There's a magic that's here tonight because there's so much special around here. And my next pleasure is to introduce you to something that is very special. There's no other group like this in the whole United States. A school with the special support of the Pepsi Company, directed by Gail Taylor. These are the Pepsi Generation Singers from Doss High School. Their song is special for tonight. The Cards Got the Power. Give them a hand. Great job, Doss High School. Last night, when we were coming back on the bus to the plane, the next young man I have to introduce, I said, what would you like for me to say? He said, well, whatever you say it from the heart. That's what I'm going to do. There's a guy on this team he's a great basketball player, and I've learned to admire and really respect him. And I think he has earned, and I think that we all owe him the best damn ovation that this Freedom Hall has ever seen. Billy Thompson!
It's been a nice 4 years here. It's great finishing it off, being #1 in the country, winning the national championship. We deserve it, not only because we went out and beat Duke, but because we had the best fans in the country. That's right. That's true. We have the greatest fans. We have the greatest coaching staff in the country. And we have the best basketball program in the country, and by the grace of God, we won the national championship with the best basketball team in the country. Thank you.
For America, there's something brand new down at Hardee's.
Announcing the new quarter-pound cheeseburger at Hardee's. It's thick and juicy, like Hardee's Big Deluxe and Bacon Cheeseburger. Try the thick, juicy quarter-pound cheeseburger, brand new at Hardee's.
Hardee's, where good people go.
Sharing times when the wind blows free, when the sun is bright and the day is cold. Sharing all the tears and laughter, the times when you are bold. In all our lives there are seasons, every season we are there. Citizens' fidelity for all the seasons of your life.
Get the news. There's a feeling growing. Get all the news about the best deals going. Just for you. Just for the asking. A deal for you. You'll have a hard time matching the Broadway budget break at Broadway. Broadway Chevrolet. Get the news.
Through 11 UofL football games, 24 Cardinal basketball games, including the preseason NIT and the Metro Conference Tournament, 2 coaches shows each week featuring the most respected men in college sports, and the weekly Louisville Today, the sports page. WDRB TV has been your Cardinal connection all year long, and now we'd like to congratulate the Cards on winning the 1986 NCAA tournament. All of us here at TV 41 are looking forward to presenting yet another year for the record books beginning next fall. Here's the #1. We knew it all along.
A lot of people have said we missed introducing a key individual tonight, but that's not true. We had him all lined up. A lot of people say it's good to know your doctor. So I'm going to let Dr. Rudy Ellis come down because I want this man to introduce one of his best patients. Dr. Rudy Ellis, the doctor coach. Doctor, tell them really, who was your best patient?
Milt Wagner.
This young man has overcome adversity. During his first year, he had a very serious illness, one which sometimes, unfortunately, is fatal. Last year, he had one of the most serious injuries to the foot that any basketball player could have. But Milt has come back to be one of the greatest guards this school has ever had. Milt is not only the comeback player of the year, he's the greatest guard in this nation. Milt, the Iceman Wagner.
I'd just like to say this year is very special to me and all the other seniors who came back this year, because I had to sit out last year and it was kind of hard trying to recuperate from that injury. But now I'm glad I came back, because if I wouldn't have came back, I wouldn't have had this national championship. And me and the team had this little saying that we've been using all the way through the season. And we have this certain word we say before every game, and the team is going to get it for you real quick. What's the word, team? Live! The word is live, y'all, live. And I'd like to thank Dal Griffith for traveling with us and inspiring us all the way through the tournament. Come on, Griff, come on up here. This should bring back sweet memories right here. I'd just like to say it feels good to go out in style, and I'll never forget you fans, because you're some of the greatest people in the world, and I will be back.
It is said that time waits for no man. However, man waits all the time. He waits, he delays, he puts things off, like his IRA. Money deposited now in a great financial federal IRA earns tax-deferred interest starting now, and that results in a tax reduction on your 1985 return. Open or add to your great financial federal individual retirement account today, and we'll make you look good tomorrow.
100 years ago, Cosair Shrine Temple was chartered, and in 1923 founded Cosair Charities. As today's leader in children's health care, Cosair Charities financially helps agencies involved in child abuse, hemophilia, poison control, teen suicide prevention, multiple sclerosis, and care facilities like Home of the Innocents, Ronald McDonald House, and other agencies. You've seen the work, now you know the name. Cosair Charities, first in giving children a second chance.
There's not one white, but 100 whites. Not one red, but 50. Of all the colors in the world, which ones will harmonize with the colors already in your home? DeVoe Paint knows. Our Color Key Program color selection system finds paint colors that work together. Colors made to match. Before you choose between artichoke and apple, see the Color Key Program at your DeVoe dealer. He's in the yellow pages.
This concrete wall is 22 inches thick. Behind it could be the treasures of a criminal empire, or the bodies of Al Capone's enemies. Scarface Al left behind a legacy of secrets, like hidden stairways and mysterious tunnels in this massive concrete vault. It may be Scarface Al Capone's biggest secret, and we'll open it on live television.
It happens Monday, April 21st on TV 41.
Long enough tonight to hear from the main man. Let's celebrate. I have a lot of problems as a reporter of trying to understand why Coach Crum does not win more awards as Coach of the Year, why he doesn't win any of them. Now, the main problem I have is maybe not that he doesn't win an award every year, but how few votes he's been getting. We're going to have to work on that, because this man has proven he is, if not the finest, as fine as any coach in the land. Last night's championship game became a coach's game in the last 3 minutes, and you know who won, don't you? I want you to give him 20,000 votes for Coach of the Year right now, Coach Denny Crum.
I've been sitting back here enjoying this. I can remember back in 1980 when we won the championship and the leadership of Darrell Griffith, that I was so relieved that we had won the thing, because we'd been there a couple times before and hadn't won it, that I really didn't have I don't know what it was. I guess there was just so much pressure I didn't enjoy it near as much as I've enjoyed winning this one. Although the first one's special, this one is really special. I'd like to thank my assistant coaches and the trainers and the managers and the doctors and everybody involved, the ticket managers and all the people out there that do all the work behind the scenes that don't get any credit. They're just as much a part of this as the actual team. We really do appreciate you too. When I get a little uptight, I go home and I sit down and I turn on television, and one of the shows that I enjoy watching, it's kind of a loosey-goosey show, but there's a saying on the show that really is apropos. It says, "I love it when a plan comes together." I don't think there's any way in words I can describe how much our team appreciates you. Everywhere we go around the country, we get to see the fans of all the other schools, and some of them have good fans, but none of them compare with you. You're the greatest, and we love you. I guess the hardest part of seeing the season come to end is the fact that regardless of how well you did, how hard you worked, what things you accomplished, there's always a sad moment when you reflect on the people that you're losing. How do you replace a Robbie Valentine, a Jeff Hall, and a Milt Wagner, and a Billy Thompson? I guess the most important thing I could do right now in front of you, the fans, the ones that inspire these guys to reach the heights that they've reached, is to challenge them in front of you, their greatest fans and most severe critics, to do the things between now and next season that helped us get where we are today. No one can predict what next year will bring, but at this time, who gives a darn? Right now, let's enjoy this one. We love you. Thanks a million for all your help and support. Thank you.
I'm sick of paying for every doctor's office visit and checkup.
I'm tired of having health care coverage that doesn't cover anything.
I want to see my doctor in his office, not in some clinic.
And I don't want a lot of insurance forms to fill out either.
At Physicians Health Plan of Kentucky, we hear you. That's why the Physicians Plan lets you choose the doctor you want to see and covers virtually every medical service with no deductibles, and why we have no claims forms to fill out. Physicians Health Plan of Kentucky is everything you've asked for in a health plan.
For America, there's something brand new down at Hardee's.
Announcing the new quarter-pound cheeseburger at Hardee's. It's thick and juicy, like Hardee's Big Deluxe and Bacon Cheeseburger. Try the thick, juicy quarter-pound cheeseburger, brand new at Hardee's.
No other taste attracts so much attention. Diet Pepsi, you gotta be the most refreshingest invention. See that smile, see that look. Diet Pepsi is all it took. Diet Pepsi, have I mentioned? You gotta be the most refreshingest invention. No other taste attracts so much attention.
Well, I think any starter would love to have a John Franco or a Ted Power behind them, knowing, with the credentials that they did last year and, and their ability. I find it very comforting knowing that they're back there, especially if I start to get tired in the 6th, 7th, or 8th inning. Very comforting knowing John's back there and Ted's back there.
Anytime you got to save for the guys who are out there working 7, 8 innings, and then they come out, and you got to save for them, you just feel real good about it.
The season begins Monday, April 7th on TV 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you very much. We'd like to thank you very much for watching, listening, and being here. And as we close, we'd like for you all to stand and join the Kentucky Thoroughbreds in my old Kentucky home.
Live from Freedom Hall, this has been a Cardinal celebration. A welcome home party for Coach Denny Crum and the 1986 NCAA basketball champions, the University of Louisville Fighting Cardinals. A Cardinal celebration has been brought to you by the Pepsi Cola General Bottlers. Pepsi Cola, the official drink of the Louisville Cardinals. your Kentuckiana Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurants. Cosair Charities, giving children a second chance. And by Physicians Health Plan of Kentucky. Complete, affordable health care coverage with no deductibles, no claims forms, and no bills. WDRB-TV has been proud to be Louisville's official Cardinal Connection all season long. And we're looking forward to bringing you another great year of UofL sports beginning next fall. This has been a presentation of WDRB-TV Sports. Congratulations to the Louisville Cardinals, 1986 NCAA basketball champions. From your Cardinal Connection, WDRB-TV in Louisville.